Speech off.
There. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I got enough, folks. Hey guys, it's Technology Freak here. And, I got Windows 11 on a computer that I used a couple of VMs on. And Windows 11 is a lot different, like if you are a person who uses a screen reader, it's a lot different. Now, since I have no vision, technically, I can't use it any other way. I can't use the magnifier, I can't use it without a screen reader, but there is someone I know on Skype that does use it, that does use either a magnifier or something, but they have enough vision to see what is on the screen. But they also use a screen reader, but I can't see the screen. But I've heard that the taskbar on Windows 11 is in the middle. Now, what is different about it is that on Windows 10 you have the pinned tiles, but now it's just pinned apps. It's mainly more tablet-based now. It's kind of strange that the computer that got it, that doesn't have a touchscreen, got it first. But there's a weird bug or a weird glitch to where there's a leaked piece of code. If you go on the mouse, on the trackpad of the computer, the trackpad of the computer, or the mouse pad, or whatever the heck you call it. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you will hear NVIDIA say desktop Windows XAML source. That's actually a leaked piece of code, and I'm beginning to wonder if it's actually something that will stay on Windows 11, because version 2.5.8 was released. Now, since my the Microsoft tablet that I took a look at over a year ago has half the amount of storage, it might come out later. And with that said, I have a BlueStacks emulator on my Microsoft tablet that I'm gonna have to remove, because if we're talking about apps and the future Android support on Windows 11, this is what we're gonna get. Oh, and hi Blake, welcome to my Technology Freak channel.
Technology?
Yeah, Technology Freak. And guys, this is the person that I was talking about that had vision enough to where he could see the screen. Why don't you tell him about it?
Yeah, I do have a little bit of vision to be able to see screens and stuff, but I still do rely on screen readers for text. And to be able to know what it is.
Yep, and that's what I told you guys about that are gonna be watching this video. So go and subscribe to Blake Thompson. He's a pretty cool guy. I would also like for you, Blake, to subscribe to my channel. It's called Technology Freak. You can look it up. In fact, maybe I'll send it to you through Skype somehow.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, to actually know that, let me tell you something. There's actually a version on Microsoft's website that they do have these options, but they recommend for you to wait until it gets installed on your PC. So that's what I did. I installed one of them on Microsoft's website, then I removed it after a couple of days, and then I waited, and then when the computer said a new version of Windows with more security and all that, that's when it clicked, and that's when it hit me. install Windows 11, and that was actually coming from the settings itself.
From the settings app?
Yeah, that was actually on the settings. The Windows the Windows 11 thing came from the settings page, because I was on Windows 10 and get this. The PC health check tool said that Windows 11 is free and coming soon, although I saw on the settings thing that there was an official upgrade to Windows 11 thing. But then again, there's that leaked piece of code, desktop Windows ammo source, or whatever it is.
That's what it says for my NVDA a lot.
Yeah, that's only if you go, like, if you go down on the mouse, if you move the mouse down towards the bottom, you may not find it at first, but a little later, it's not really going to matter. But for those who are visually able to see it, it's probably going to visually say it at the bottom. But since, Windows 11 is geared towards more like a tablet-like experience, as well as a PC experience, the perfect version of Windows would be great for a Windows tablet. So that's why when Windows 11 comes out for my Microsoft tablet, that is what I want to, that's what I want to do it on. Now, I mean, they have pushed it out to my laptop, but then my tablet they didn't push it out to yet. So I'm going to have to wait. Maybe by the end of this week, maybe next week. I mean, of course, we're almost towards the middle of the week. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So far on Windows 11, you can get apps like Wikipedia, Facebook. Well, you can already give Facebook and Messenger and a couple of other things. There wasn't a Wikipedia app like available for the PC like the standard Wikipedia app. However, like all Windows apps, all they are just browser-based apps. What I mean is they open in a browser-like window where everything is. I mean, iOS has those too. I mean, iOS has.
It's kind of like the concept of Chrome OS web apps, a little bit.
Yeah, kinda. Almost, but they're in the Microsoft Store. And guess what? When you download Discord on Windows 11, because yes, it's finally in the Microsoft Store. When you download it, all it is your standard Discord exe. No, wait, it's not an exe. For goodness sakes, your standard Discord setup file that you get off the internet. That's all it is. I mean, all it is just, the Discord app. I mean, literally, all you're getting is the Discord app. And it's literally the same thing as what you would get off the internet. So, like, if you already have the Discord app, really, there's no need. And there are streaming service apps like Disney Plus, Prime Video, Paramount Plus. Well, on Windows 10, you're able to now get Disney Plus and Prime Video. You were able to get Prime Video only on Windows 10. Now you're able to get Disney Plus. Now, Discord and all that, not so much. The Microsoft Store, it's turning into like what the App Store and Google Play Store are turning into. But yeah, you have the Cortana assistant.
Cortana with
crud.
The Assistant is a 1982 Czechoslovakian drama film directed by Zoro Zahan.
Cortana.
The film was
typed.
Stop.
User message received.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Start window. Skype.
Okay, you have the assistant built into Windows, but so yeah, you had the Windows assistant, which I'm not gonna say the name again because even if you say the name, it will activate. Oh my gosh. Ugh. There's nothing new with Narrator if you really want to know. It's just the same as it is on Windows 10. Not too much is different from Windows 10, except for the fact that in the Settings app, there's an accessibility feature. Accessibility settings page now. Instead of ease of access, it's accessibility. So they went back to the accessibility thing that they've had all the way up until XP, and then they brought it back. So basically, if you think about it, it's like Windows XP, Windows XP, hang on, Windows XP, Windows 8, and Windows 10. Now, Blake, if you're still here.
Yes, I am.
There's one country that solely uses Windows XP in the world right now.
What?
Yeah, there's actually still one country in the world that solely relies on Windows XP. And I'm not kidding you.
Relying on Windows XP?
Yeah, they rely on
That
Windows
system's
XP.
out of date.
Well, so... You know, Windows 11, I think Windows 11 is a mix between every version of Windows in a way. Because right now on Windows 10 you have the apps, but it's not a button, it's a heading. So like if I go to the start menu.
Start window.
So if I
Start. Toggles tab. All apps.
All
Number
apps.
sign.
So like if you use any screen reader, there's the toggle navigation, and then tab one more time, and then there's the apps. But on Windows 11, you can go to where the apps button is, and there it is. Just hang on a second while I try and get Windows 11 booted up and running. Because
I got it running.
No, I'm going to show the audience on my computer here. And this is just a little bit. So I'm booting up the computer right now. It takes a little while to load Windows 11. This is not really a video. Oh wait, hang on a second. It could be starting up any second.
Jaws.
I just missed it. Alright, let's go.
Jaws. Menu, top menu, exit, enter, leave, enter, Discord update.
And right there it just said Discord. I don't know what that was. Hang on, let me turn on Narrator.
Narrator dialogue. Okay, this narrator.
Don't even ask why I'm using Microsoft Sam. I just decided to, okay? I just like the voice better. So if I go on Discord,
Pain.
we can see that Discord is the exact same.
Bell command for
Ignore that.
Discord. Assert. Open. BTS. Toy cons. BTS user.
So if I go to start here,
Start window. Search box. Edit. Type here.
it doesn't even have the assistant name in the search box. So if I tab,
Pin. Microsoft Edge.
so there's the pinned apps thing. There are 27 apps that are pinned, or yeah.
All apps. Button. Show all my accent.
And so, okay, so remember how I said on Windows 10 there was the toggle navigation list or the toggle navigation menu? Well, on here, what takes its place is the pinned apps thing. And as our visually impaired volunteer would say, Blake,
Yes? Yeah?
go ahead and say it,
Say what?
the taskbar.
Taskbar. We're supposed to say taskbar. Taskbar is always at the bottom.
Yeah,
But as you notice, it would be in the center. But you can always set that back to left taskbar alignment in settings.
yeah. And not only that, but I think the start thing is also in the middle. Either
Yep.
that or if it, yeah. So yeah, there are two themes for Windows 11. There's a light theme and a dark theme. The dark theme has quieter sounds. So like, I can turn off the narrator.
Exiting narrator.
And then I could do insert, shift, and hang on, let me go to the desktop. Okay, insert, shift. Hang on, let me turn on NVDA.
Taskbar.
It says taskbar right now.
Desktop list. Reset.
Alright, hang on, let me turn this off.
Speech mode off.
So let me try and do this. You can hear that it's a bit quiet when I do that. So insert shift and then the tilde, the grave key. So
Speech mode talk.
so NVIDIA's on. So let me show you what goes on. So let me go ahead and put my phone down here. You're gonna see this.
No, I do not wish bell command. Desktop. Search window. Desktop Windows XAML source.
Right.
Desktop Windows XAML source. Results. Desktop Windows XAML source.
Yep. I'm not sure if you heard that, but it's a desktop Windows AML source. But whatever. So when you go to Start menu, and then there's the power.
Blank. Start window. List. Use.
There's the user account,
Power.
and then you press right arrow, and then you'll be on the power thing. So I'm gonna press enter.
Sweep the PC's shut down.
I'm gonna shut it down.
Jaws.
Desktop window.
It's just going to say JAWS, because I have JAWS in here. Now, I did look at JAWS in my exploring 3 different screen readers for blind and visually impaired people video. So if you have missed that for some reason, you can go ahead and check that out. But for now, that is kind of a modern, not modern, but this is kind of my experience with Windows 11. This also featured the brains of Blake Thompson, who is still on the call.
Yes, I am.
And
I'm still here.
so, a couple more things before I log off here. Get the computer humor. A couple of things before I shut down here. Windows 11 is free to download if you have, and I might need someone's help on this. It's UQ. Blake, it's UQ.
Me?
Yeah, it's UQ.
Well, if your computer's supported, you'll be able to upgrade to Windows 11 via either settings, or you can go ahead and get the updated system from the official Download Windows 11 website.
And there's also something else, the requirements.
But you'll have to have a TPM 2.0 chip in your computer. If you don't have one of those, you won't be able to upgrade.
Yeah, that's one of the requirements. Also, I think you have to have a 7th gen processor to upgrade as well. And for the storage and RAM, you need to at least have 4 gigabytes of available RAM. And for storage, you need 64 gigabytes. Not of available storage. That's something that's confusing. No, you do not need 64 gigabytes of available storage. You need 64 gigabytes of storage for your computer to qualify for the Windows 11 update, or else, well, those computers that have 32 gigabytes are out of the question, because, computers that run on 32 gigabytes of storage are not good, and those that are with about 2 to 4 gigabytes of RAM.
It's actually 32-bit and 64-bit. Most computers right nowadays are running on 64.
Yeah, and 64-bit actually started back in Windows XP, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Windows XP, Windows XP.
And your BIOS has to be UEFI as well.
Yeah. On most computers, with the release date in 2019 already had the TPM 2.0 chip enabled. And secure boot needs to be enabled for it also to work. And you could, even if it isn't enabled, you can enable it. Those computers that are running that were made in 2018 and older can run Windows 11. However, there's a catch. If you are inclined to not getting A, any software updates at all, or B, some software updates, but then they break. So I think what your best bet is to either stay on Windows 10 until October of 2025, or get a new computer running Windows 11 or that can support Windows 11. Just because it runs Windows 10 doesn't mean that it will run Windows 11. Heck, there's even a computer from 2007 that may have originally ran Windows XP that could support Windows 10, but Windows 10 was very, very lenient when it came to software. Hardware requirements. For example, you can even run Windows 10 on 2 gigabytes of RAM. That's actually in a virtual machine. But the standard is 4 gigabytes, which is what my Microsoft tablet has. 4 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. I know I wasn't going to say it in the early video, but 4 gigabytes is the standard. That computer I just tried was twice that amount in both RAM and storage, so that was most definitely enough. And it also, the update will come, and it depends on the RAM in your computer, the storage in your computer, and everything else. So yeah, you just heard me demonstrate Windows 11 a few minutes ago, a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. But like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, Windows 11 does have some apps, like a modern smartphone or a modern tablet usually has. So like I said, either be patient or just get it, and like Blake said, you can get it from the settings page. That is, if it shows up there, and if it doesn't, you can use the Assistant Manager, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's the RTM version. But if you're content with that, it's pretty much the same thing, just, I don't know what RTM stands for, it's just another version probably. In Windows 8, the first ever Microsoft Surface tablet ran Windows 8 RTM. And that only had apps for Windows 8 only. Now, Windows 8 was the first one to ever, the first version of Windows to ever support the Microsoft Store. Windows 7 and below, well, they don't. Even though Windows 7 has the Ease of Access Center, it doesn't mean that it supports Microsoft Store apps. It might. Windows 7 might, if you know what you're doing, but overall, I think that Windows 11 is a mix between Windows 8, Windows 10, and somewhat Windows XP. Let me tell you why, and let me tell you how. Some of the sounds are reminiscent of Windows XP. For example, the connect and disconnect sounds when you connect a USB device. Those are the same as XP in a way, but not quite. But they are reminiscent of those sounds. And in Windows XP and other versions of Windows that are not Windows 8 and above. So now we got Windows 8, Windows 10, and Windows 11. So Windows 11 is not the last version of Windows. Windows 12 may come out with a future update. Maybe next year. Who knows? I don't know. That would be kind of pointless because by mid-June 2022, everyone will have Windows 11. So anyways, guys, that's the end of my video. I'll be seeing you.
Forgot to tell them that they got Microsoft Teams built into the system as well.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, as an added bonus in Windows 11, you can get Microsoft Teams. That's pre-installed. And if you, and I just forgot to mention, if you upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11, you will keep your files, and you will, you will have Skype. And then again, if it's a wait, what?
If it's a fresh install copy of it, you'll have to install Skype via the Microsoft Store or something.
Right. So anyways, guys, that's kind of it. Hope this helps you. This is Technology Freak, and
Great day.
What?
Have a great day.
No, you were supposed to say your name, dude.
Huh?
When I said this is Technology Freak, you should have said Blake Thompson. Well, I'll just say it. This is Technology Freak and Blake Thompson signing